Nobody talks enough about the fact that living with a cat feels exactly like being in a toxic relationship. At first, everything seems fine. They're adorable, tiny, soft little creatures who somehow convince you that buying furniture specifically for them is a completely reasonable financial decision. Then suddenly, things change. You start living with a tiny emotional terrorist that screams at invisible demons at 4 a.m. They destroy your belongings, then stand there looking shocked that gravity still exists. And somehow, despite contributing absolutely nothing to society, they become the most important creature in your home. Welcome to Cat Giggles. The first red flag with cats is the mixed signals. Cats spend approximately 73% of their lives demanding attention, then reacting like you committed a federal crime for actually giving it to them. Nobody changes moods faster than a cat that asks to sit on your lap, and somehow they always come back like nothing happened. Cats don't believe in communication. They believe in confusion. One minute they love you, the next minute, you're fighting for your life because you moved your foot slightly under a blanket. And the worst part? You start adjusting your behavior to avoid upsetting them. You stop moving. You sleep at strange angles. You cancel plans because a tiny, furry dictator fell asleep on your leg. And somehow, you feel honored. That's when you realize the manipulation is working. The second red flag with cats is the emotional distance. You can call a dog once, and it comes sprinting toward you like you just returned from war. But cats? They hear you. They simply choose not to care. This is not independence. This is psychological warfare. And somehow, they always come back when they need something. Food, attention, access to rooms they had absolutely no interest in entering 5 seconds earlier. And once the door opens, they leave. At this point, the relationship is entirely built on emotional confusion and unpaid labor. The third red flag with cats is financial manipulation. Cat owners spend ridiculous amounts of money trying to impress creatures that regularly lick dust off the floor. You buy them luxury beds, and they choose a cardboard box that previously contained toilet paper. You build entire furniture structures for them, and somehow the packaging becomes the main attraction. And despite contributing absolutely nothing financially, they still walk around the house like they pay the electricity bill. In fact, cats have mastered one very specific skill: making you feel poor in your own home. You could serve a cat a perfectly good meal, and they'll react like you offered them boiled socks. And what do humans do? We apologize. We willingly enter financial ruin for the approval of an animal that attacks its own reflection. But perhaps the most dangerous tactic cats use is sleep deprivation. During the day, cats sleep for approximately 17 hours. They sleep in chairs. They sleep in boxes. They sleep in positions that would permanently destroy a human spine. But the moment you fall asleep, the creature activates. At exactly 3:17 a.m., cats suddenly remember they are descendants of wild predators. They begin parkour operations across the furniture while screaming at invisible spirits only they can see. And for some reason, they always choose your face as the launch platform. After several months, cat owners develop survival instincts. You wake up instantly when you hear even the smallest sound, because deep down, you know that silence never lasts. But none of these tactics compare to the emotional manipulation. Because right when you finally get tired of their behavior, they do something adorable. And suddenly, the entire legal case against them collapses. A cat can destroy your sleep schedule, your furniture, and your mental stability, then fix everything with one tiny purr. They know exactly what they're doing. That little face? That's not innocence. That's strategy. Cats understand one terrifying truth. Humans are emotionally weak. And the worst part? It works every single time. Despite all the chaos, all the screaming, all the emotional manipulation, we still love them. Because every once in a while, a cat chooses to trust you. And somehow, That tiny moment feels important. Living with a cat is exhausting, financially irresponsible, emotionally confusing. But honestly, the house would feel strangely empty without them. Never mind. There it is again. If you're currently being emotionally manipulated by a cat, you're not alone. Thanks for watching Cat Giggles. And remember, your cat does love you. Probably.